Hi, good morning. So what is new today, all of you? Are you observing some plants which we are discussing already? Hi Pooja, hi Kirtana, Tabassum, Mera, all of you, good morning. Okay, so let me give you some background about what we have done last class. Okay, so we discussed about the stem modification, that are aerial stems for the sake of photosynthesis and for the sake of reproduction, and some of them are modified for the mechanical support. Okay, so among them, let me ask you some questions. First question, not only stem, including roots. Okay, what is the example where you get the nematophores? You answer, start answering. Good morning, all of you. Don't have to waste time in saying good morning. We have to complete the syllabus. So, which plants possess nematophores? Avicennia, very good, Kritika, very good. Avicennia, happy morning to all of you. Then, what do you mean by breathing roots? The roots, are they negative or positively geotropic? Whether the breathing roots are positive or negatively geotropic? Answer to my question. Negatively geotropic, good. So, what is their function? Nematophore function. Okay, correct, Sakshi. Correct, Yashaswini. I'll read. Varshini, I think. Varshini, yeah. Nuraya, positive. They are not positive here. Nuraya, what is her name? Nuraya. Okay, Nurayen. Okay, they are negative. I am talking about the breathing roots. Breathing roots grow away from the ground. So they are negatively geotropic. Okay, got it? Now, apart from that, some more questions I'll ask you so that, yeah, they help in breathing. Correct, Napita? They help in breathing. Why do they have to breathe? The plants will have various areas where it can breathe. Na? Why they want to breathe? Any idea? No, they will not give support. Akshita, no. The plant grow in marshy land is right. So there is no oxygen or any air in the soil. Therefore, they need some oxygen. So therefore, the roots will grow above the ground and help in exchange of gases. Good Srishti, good Kritika. Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Which plant shows axillary buds modified into tendrils? First. In which plant do you find axillary buds modified into tendrils? Yes. Passiflora or passion flower. That's correct. Passion flower, you get axillary bud into tendrils. Where you get axillary bud into thorns? Spelling tapo. Passiflora, Kirtana. Axillary bud into thorns, I'm asking. No pea plant. Somebody has written pea plant. Pea plant is wrong. Abhigna. Not pea plants. Okay. Duranta is correct. No cactus. In cactus, Sri Raksha, cactus leaves are modified into thorns. Complete leaves. I'm talking about axillary bud into thorns. It is Duranta. Okay, good. So many of you are writing well, and like this you keep studying. You can do any type of examination easily. You can score well in any exam. Okay, fine. So let's now talk about the next part. That's about the leaf modification. Stem I have finished now. Now we are going to talk about the leaf modification. So let me start writing it on the board about the leaf, and it is more important. I will complete in 3-4 days or the angiospermic morphology. Okay, listen. Okay, now I'll talk about the leaf and its modifications. First, typical leaf I know. So how a typical leaf look like? Okay, typical leaf. It originates from the stem. Okay, suppose this is the stem. From the nodal region it will originate with the stalk. Okay, this is the stalk of the leaf. This is the stalk. The stalk of the leaf is called as petiole. Okay, then sometimes you may find small outgrowths like this, scaly outgrowths. These are called as stipules. Okay, then the leaf will continue from this. petiole with the form midrib, and there will be the wide green portion. We call this as the leaf lamina. Okay, this is the leaf lamina in which number of veins and veinlets are arranged to form a network. If you observe dicot leaves, right? So this is a very important diagram also for you to remember and to draw, and simple diagram. Very easily you can draw this. Okay, this is a very simple diagram to draw and also to score. Okay, this is about the leaf. Okay, how do you define? This is the stipule. Stipules are the outgrowths, scaly outgrowths present at the base of the petiole. Petiole is the stalk of the leaf. The leaf, it has petiole. If it has petiole, it is called as a petiolate leaf. Leaf is called as petiolate if it has a petiole in it. Sometimes it doesn't have petiole, then we call it as a sessile leaf. Sessile leaf are those who don't have. These have petiole. That is how we define the leaves, right? Then this portion, why the green portion which help in photosynthesis, we call it as the leaf lamina, or we also call it as the leaf blade. Okay, blade is the flat part where all the green portion is there, and these are called the leaf margins. Leaf margin, you can see here, it has number of dissections. There are toothed margins, tooth-like things are there, and this is the leaf tip. Okay, and the central portion which runs here, this is called as the midrib. This is actually having the veins and veinlet. This is having xylem and phloem connectivity. It helps in conduction. Its branches which are produced below, next to that, these are called as veins and veinlets. Okay, this is a typical leaf which you may get it for 2 mark or 5 mark question. Draw with the help of labeled sketch. Explain the typical leaf. So typical leaf originates from the axillary bud with a stalk called petiole. It may have stipules like this, and I have given the diagram typical leaf of plant hibiscus. The example I am given is the hibiscus plant, hibiscus leaf. Okay, this is hibiscus. Okay, this is about the leaf. This is the leaf lamina or the leaf blade, in which central part is midrib. This will give, it will get the conducting tissue. Xylem and phloem will be conducting through this, and it has veins and veinlets. All these from the framework, network in the leaf lamina, so that leaf will be exposed to light. They are giving some mechanical support to the leaf lamina to expose to light for photosynthesis, because you know that function of leaf is photosynthesis only. This is a leaf margin, this is a leaf tip. Right? The leaves having petiole are petiolate leaves. Those who don't have the petiole are called sessile leaves. Okay, fine. So write the heading leaf. Start writing the heading leaf. Now I think today the diagram is very clear. I'm using a new pen. Okay, thanks to our reassuring people, they got me a new pen, because nowadays I'm not going out. Okay, write that in leaf. Leaf is, should we draw first? Listen, write down. Leaf is the green flattened part of the stem. Write down. Leaf is a green flattened part of the stem that takes part in photosynthesis. That takes part in photosynthesis. Written? Now you write the side heading. Typical leaf, example hibiscus, draw it. Half the page you draw this diagram, not very short, small diagram. Typical leaf, example hibiscus, half a page you are going to draw this. I repeat, leaf is a green flattened part of the stem that takes part in photosynthesis. ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಪೆನ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ. That takes part in photosynthesis. Done? Write the side heading typical leaf. Example hibiscus. Draw this diagram, half a page full. Almost half page you should finish drawing. Okay? Let me adjust this. Okay. Good. That's fine. Okay, done. Repeated. Come on, write fast. I'll give you exactly 3 minutes to draw. It's 9:38. Finish by 9:41. Finished? Done. Ravi Surya is saying done. So many done. Tanuj. How many of you still drawing? Don't write video like if and only drawing you should draw. How many of you still drawing? You are drawing, Napita, you draw. Because I given you 2-3 minutes time. They finished in 1 minute only. I don't know how they are drawn. If you are drawn, very good. That's nice. I gave it 3:93, 9:38. It's 3:39, 9:39. 1 minute you can't finish. You draw it neatly, beautifully. You are drawing, Rohan. Okay, you draw. Exactly 3 minutes I'm giving. 1 more minute left. It is 9:40 now. Done, Monisha, done. Likshita. Likshita na Likita na? Likita. Likita done. Okay. Sujal Hiremat. New boy, yeah? Sujal, you were there yesterday. Akshara done. Pooja has done it. Okay. No, you were there. Okay, fine. So all of you are finished there. So let's now move on to the next part in the leaf. Okay. So typical leaf should have all these characters, right? All these parts it should have. Now I'll give you the types of leaves. Okay. The leaves will study the types based on number of leaflets. Lot of things are there. Classification is too big. Okay. In leaves we have big classification. Okay. So next I'll give you the types of leaves. Leaves. Okay. We classify leaves based on whether for one petiole you get a single leaflet or you get many leaflets. Right. So simple diagram already I had given you. This is one single stem. Okay. Single leaf. This we call it as, now I will not give much detail about the detailed description. This we call it as a simple leaf. This is the first type of leaf. It's simple leaf. Right. Sometimes if this is the stalk, this is a petiole. This will be highly branched and this dissection will become more deeper and they will form small units. These are called as the leaflets. Okay, and leaflets I draw properly, whatever you known to you. So these become the leaflets. Okay, this we call it as a compound leaf. You know it is a neem leaf or curry leaf, you get like this, right? So this is called as the second type called, this is the first type is simple leaf. This is second type called as compound leaf. What is compound leaf? The leaf in which the stalk or the leaf stalk possess number of smaller units called as leaflets. Okay, then the stalk we call it as rachis. Understand? This is called rachis now, not petiole anymore. Petiole we used to call this one. This is a petiole for the simple leaf. Now we call this as rachis. These are called the leaflets, right? And this is one type of compound leaf where the leaves are present on either side of the rachis. Another type I'll give you. Suppose this is stem. See whatever I'm writing first, one is stem. Okay, this is a rachis. At the tip, you may get number of leaflets. Okay. This is also compound leaf. This is also compound leaf. Can you differentiate them? This shows the leaflets on the rachis, either side of the rachis. Here, this is rachis. Okay, this is rachis, but the leaflets are found at the tip. Okay, these are the leaflets. Don't combine them; they're separate leaflets. Okay, leaflets are found at the tip of the rachis. Okay, based on this, we classify the leaves into two types of compound leaves. First one, where the leaves originate on either side of the rachis, is called as the A type. We call it as a pinnate compound leaf. Pinnate compound refers to the origin of leaves on the either side of the rachis, called pinnate compound. But once they originate at the tip of the rachis, it is called as second one. It looks like a fingers of palm, so we call it as the palmate compound leaf. So I hope you understood now. So one is pinnate compound leaf, in which the number of leaflets originate on either side of the rachis, and in palmate compound leaf, number of leaflets originate at the tip of the rachis, like looking like a fingers of a palm. Therefore, it is called the palmate compound leaf. This is called pinnate compound. Did you understand this? So write the heading: types of leaves. Types of leaves. Leaves are classified into two major types. This will let us draw beautifully. Leaves are classified into two major types. First one, simple leaf. Second one, compound leaf. Are you writing notes? These are classified into two major types. First one, simple leaf. Second one, compound leaf. Right, first side heading, simple leaf. Underline. In this, for one petiole, single leaf lamina is present. For one petiole, single leaf lamina is present. Single leaf lamina is present. Next one, compound leaf. In this, leaf lamina is cut into smaller leaflets. Leaf lamina is cut into smaller leaflets. And are attached to the central axis. Called rachis. Attached to the central axis called rachis. Called rachis. Right now, types of compound leaves. Types of compound leaves. These are of two types based on. The The arrangement of leaflets on rachis. Arrangement of leaflets on rachis. First one, pinnate compound leaves. Second one, palmate compound leaves. Correct? Leaf also. Leaf is singular. Pinnate compound leaf and palmate compound leaf. Write the heading, pinnate compound leaf. In this, leaflets are arranged on either side of the rachis. In this, leaflets are arranged on either side of the rachis. Either side of the rachis. Next, palmate compound leaves. Palmate compound leaves. In this, leaflets are arranged. In this, leaflets are arranged at the tip of rachis. At the tip of rachis, like fingers of a palm. Like fingers of a palm. Like fingers of a palm. Okay. Draw all the diagrams now. All the three. Write one simple one, compound leaf, and that number you write there in the explanation. If you write pinnate compound leaf, you write 2A, palmate 2B. Right? This is your hibiscus leaf. Draw it like hibiscus leaf. Okay, draw it properly. Examples I'll give you. For simple leaf, the example is hibiscus. For pinnate compound leaf, you have curry leaf. For palmate compound leaf, you have silk cotton plant. Silk cotton tree. I don't know whether you have seen this or not. Silk cotton tree is a big tree. Tall tree it is. And along with that, you show the veins and veillets also. These all will have this kind of veins and veillets. Otherwise, they don't look like leaves only. Even in this, you should show the leaves, veins and veinlets. Okay. So I hope you are able to draw it. Ma'am, pinta leaf. Then pinta leaf, Chanbasapa, I didn't understand. Pinta and pinnata. Pinnate. T-E konege. So pinnate compound leaf, I repeat the definition according to you. It is I am repeating pinnate compound leaf. It's a type of compound leaf in which leaflets originate on either side of the rachis. Leaflets originate on either side of the rachis. Likita, there is no urgency. Write properly. Because once I see you, if you give all this, I remember your names. And if people cannot finish chaka chaka something on small dot like drawing, draw the whole thing first simply at the top, two sides below that, one page only, 3 diagrams should be drawn. Don't draw very small microscopic diagrams. Likita, I think you have drawn very small diagram. How big you are drawn? Is it both all the 3 diagrams covering the entire page? And I told I will ask you to post these diagrams to me. Likita, Cordial College student, covered the entire page. Okay, let me see once. Once I told no, I'll send you my mail ID. That time you will send me the diagrams. Very good. That is nice, dear Likita. You are good in drawing means that is very nice. I will check now. Anyway, you will send me. I will only say good stars and all I'll put for your answers. Okay. It is required. Biology drawing drawing is that way. Finish drawing. How much time you want? Now other children tell me. It is 9:54. Do you require time for 2 minutes? 56, 9:56 time. Finished. It is 56. If somebody is drawing 1 more minute, I am giving you. Done? Okay. So you understood now what is simple leaf and what is compound leaf. What are the examples? Some more examples also can write for pinnate compound leaf. You have the neem leaf, you have a tamarind leaf, all they are compound leaves only. Okay? Done. All of you are done with this. Okay? Let's now move on to next part in the leaf. So we're going to talk now about the arrangement of leaves on the stem. Okay? So leaves will be particularly arranged in different fashion because they all have to get light, isn't it? So if the leaf is not getting light, then it will not undergo photosynthesis, right? They will have to space properly on the stem. Otherwise, if one above the other leaves are present on the plant, then lower leaves will not get the sunlight. Therefore, they will have special arrangement on the nodal region of the stem. We call that as phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy refers to arrangement of leaves on the nodal region of the stem. Okay. So first one I'll give you. You can see here I'm drawing one diagram. Okay. Imagine this is one node. One leaf originates like this. This is in hibiscus you are seeing. Then second nodal leaf originate in the other direction, means in the left direction. Then third leaf originate again in the right direction. Again in the next one in the next direction, and they become smaller and smaller. Can you make out this kind of arrangement of leaves in the nodal region of the stem is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Alternate means one originate in the left side, next to the right, left, right? So first and the third leaves are on the same plane. Second and fourth leaf is on the same plane. They originate in the alternate plane, so that all of them they get equal amount of light. This is called alternate phyllotaxy. It is seen in the plant hibiscus. Okay. Next type I'll give you is the first type I'm giving you, alternate. Second type is called as opposite phyllotaxy. Opposite means, see, I'll show you the diagram. This is the stem. This is the nodal region of the stem. Leaves originate in opposite direction like this. Every node, two leaves originate in opposite direction. Then in second nodal leaf, again second node, you get same way, slightly smaller leaves. These are little circular there. And actually these are sessile, very small, or no petiole will be there. So I'm showing them like this. You can see per node, two leaves are originating in the opposite direction, right? And first node leaves and second node leaves are in the same plane. Means if this is the stem, two leaves, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this, they originate in the same plane. Okay. Tomorrow, if possible, I'll get the leaves and show you, but I'm not going outside. Otherwise, I could have got the plants and shown you. Okay. This is called as opposite phyllotaxy, but they're in the same plane. We call this as opposite but superposed phyllotaxy. This is seen in the plant guava. Guava andre gottide, sebekai, right? Innondu barutte opposite leaves alli. Suppose this is the stem. Okay. First nodal leaves are originating in this plane. They are mixing, don't worry, you should separate them. First nodal leaves are originating in this plane. But second nodal leaves originate right angle to the first ones. You can make out here like this. Can I make out this one? This is originating right angle to the first one. Okay. So I hope you understood what is that, right? Suppose this is the stem. Two leaves in this direction, two leaves in the opposite right angle. First plane is this, second plane is this, third plane is this, fourth plane is like this, like a plus mark from the top you observe, like this two leaves, like this two leaves, like this two leaves, like opposite only, but first nodal leaves and second nodal leaves are perpendicular to each other. They are in right angle plane or perpendicular plane. Did you understand this? This is called as opposite, B type it is, opposite but decussate phyllotaxy. Decussate phyllotaxy, and this is seen in the plant Calotropis. Calotropis andre nama idu enantare adke yakkada gida gotta. Okay, that's about the opposite decussate phyllotaxy. Here you will get it in this direction, one plane in this plane, next is in this plane. Okay, again third is in this. So I told you this is stem andre ee erade leaf hing barutte, innere leaf hinge barutte, matte hing barutte, right? They're like almost plus mark. First leaves this, second leaves like this, first leaves like this, like third, fourth like this. Okay, this is called opposite decussate phyllotaxy. It is seen in the plant. Which plant I told you? In Calotropis. Calotropis andre yakkada gida. Gottaita? Ee mooralde inna ide. Okay, write the heading phyllotaxy. There is a lot to remember in biology this year. Yes, very much. Chanbasappa, it's all board syllabus only. I'm not doing NEET. It is a board syllabus only, lot to remember it is. Inna bala ide, inna ile hige antidiya nina. Remember alla, idನ್ನ practice ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ. ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಯಾಲಜಿ is so beautiful because it is direct result is there in front of you. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? It's not to memorize more. Only names ಏನಾದ್ರು botanical names ಇದ್ರೆ memorize ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Otherwise it's not. Right heading phyllotaxy. Yes, very nice it is actually. It's beautiful to write. Learn, understand. Write down. Phyllotaxy, write down definition. It is the arrangement of leaves. It is the arrangement of leaves on the nodal region of the stem for equal illumination. For equal illumination. Illumination right to get light. What is your sister doing, Chanbasappa? ISC book andre yadu? I don't know ISC book. ISC syllabus andre alla, what is that study? I don't know. ISC ICSC, yeah. Okay. What is she studying? ICSC. ICSC ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. 12th. ಆ ಬುಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡು ನೀನು, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. Okay. Written arrangement of leaves on the nodal region of the stem to get equal illumination. Okay. Write the heading types of phyllotaxy. Draw the 3 diagrams, then I will come back to the notes. One more is there to draw, that's why. Draw these 3, then again I'll come back to the third one. Ma'am, please, ma'am, repeat. There was a disturbance. Really disturbance kanama? Nikita? ನಾನು ಹೇಳುವಾಗ disturbance ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay, write down. Phyllotaxy, it is the arrangement of leaves on the nodal region of the stem to get equal illumination. To get equal illumination. Illumination ಏನು? ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. Equal illumination ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. Draw big diagrams. First diagram, all the 3 diagrams, one below the other you can draw. One page, 3 diagrams, one more is there that I will give you later. Not only to read and memorize, to draw, drawing will help you to remember them better. ಬರಿದ್ರ guava leaf ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ? ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೌಂಡ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. guava ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಲೀಫ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. guava ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. over done. Write down first one. Just a minute. Third one also I'll finish. Then we'll do this. So first one I gave you alternate phyllotaxy. Second one I'll give you opposite phyllotaxy. There is one more. We call that as the whorled phyllotaxy. Okay, I'll give you now whorled phyllotaxy. Okay, so what is whorled phyllotaxy means? Here you find, see here you can see the two leaves on the opposite direction in the same plane. Here they are found in the different plane. Now I am giving you the whorled phyllotaxy. This is the third type. Whorled means this is the stem. Okay, this is the stem. From the nodal region of the stem, you get more than one leaf. Okay, one leaf is like this in one plane, another is another plane. Then you will get a third leaf like this. This is the third one in different planes. So today 1, 2, 3, 3 leaves are produced in the same nodal region. Here again I will draw 2 leaves. One leaf, second leaf, third leaf in the another plane. So totally per nodal region you get more than 2 leaves. We call this as the whorled phyllotaxy. So whorled refers to the bunch. Okay. So this is called whorled phyllotaxy, where the leaves are produced in bunch. Where you get the example like this? Tell me. Let me see how many of you can answer for this. Such leaves have you seen anywhere where number of leaves are produced in a bunch? Anybody? I'll give the example. It is Nerium plant. Nerium plant will have this. This is the one. When you cut it, it will produce a milky latex. I think pink flowers. You have seen the plant having pink flowers, almost like rose, but not rose. But if you cut the leaves, it produces a milky latex. Have you seen that? That is Nerium plant, right? Did you understand this? Okay, fine. Let me see other answers you have got it. Mango leaves are not there. Alstonia is correct. Alstonia lebec. Bilva patre idalla. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ Alstonia correct. Bilva patre ಅಲ್ಲ. Mango leaves ಮೂರು ಇರುತ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. Mango leaves ಒಂದೇ ನೋಡಿಂದ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೂರು leaves. It's not that from many nodes. One node ಅಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಮೂರು leaves ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮೂರು ನಾಲ್ಕು ಐದು ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡಿಕಾಸೆಟಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡಿಕಾಸೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಅಂತ. What is the topic now you want to ask? ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಕದ ಗಿಡ. ಎಕ್ಕದ ಗಿಡ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನೀರಿಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು. अरे डेकासेट is the name, opposite डेकासेट, calotropis is the example बेटा. अभी कि ना मेरे और करता क्या? What I am writing below is the example. Every time don't write it as example and all. You should know. Finish writing. Ma'am, mango leaves the example for palmate. अरे यार spelling correct आಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ ಏನು plymate, plumate, plamata ಅಂತ. Chanbasappa, spelling is very important in biology. I'm waiting here. But right, last one also. Oral phyllotaxin is ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Rowan cordial. Done already. Auto correction. Auto correction ಹಾಕಬೇಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಯೋಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟೋ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಟೋ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿತಾ ರೋಹನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹುಡುಗ? ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ. Good, good, good. But did you write the whole thing will be more than one page actually this is. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾ ಲೆಬೆಕ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣಮ್ಮ ನೇಹ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಏನೋ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕೇಸರಿ ಬಣ್ಣ ಹೂವು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಬಣ್ಣದ ಹೂವು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಅಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾಗೆ. somebody told me ಅಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾ. I don't know dear. Alstonia in Kannada. Lot of botanical names will be given directly in English. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರೆದ್ರಾ? ಇನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರು? How many of you still drawing? All the 4 diagrams actually. ಆಗಲೇ 3, ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು 1. Done. Okay. Sakshi is saying done. Okay, now I'll give you points on this. Okay, listen. Write down alternate phyllotaxy. Alternate phyllotaxy. First one. It's a type of phyllotaxy in which single leaf originates in each node. Single leaf originates in each node. Each node. Successive nodes possess the leaves in alternate direction. Successive nodes possess leaves in alternate direction. Alternate direction. As seen in hibiscus. As seen in, I repeat, in this, single leaf is present in each node. Single leaf is present in each node, comma. Successive nodes possess leaves in. Successive nodes possess leaves in alternate direction. Alternate direction. Badra? I repeated Sujal. Sujal is a boy or girl? Because it's a confusing name for me. Sujal, boy or girl? Okay, fine. Because such names I've seen in girls also. Sujal. That's nice, Sujal. Then next, opposite phyllotaxy. Opposite phyllotaxy. Okay. In this, per node, 2 leaves originate. Per node, 2 leaves originate in opposite direction. In opposite direction. Per node, two leaves originate in opposite direction. Next, there are two types under this. There are two types under this. First one, opposite superposed phyllotaxy. Opposite superposed phyllotaxy. Second one, opposite decussate phyllotaxy. Opposite superposed phyllotaxy. Second one, opposite decussate phyllotaxy. Then, right side reading opposite superposed. It is a type of opposite phyllotaxy in which the type of opposite phyllotaxy in which two leaves originate in opposite direction. Two leaves originate in opposite direction. In each node, comma, first nodal leaves and second nodal leaves are produced in the same plane. First nodal leaves and second nodal leaves are produced in the same plane. Or parallel plane. Same plane athwa parallel plane. Or the parallel plane. Written? Yes. Next, right? Opposite decussate phyllotaxy. B, right? Opposite decussate phyllotaxy. In this type of opposite phyllotaxy, per node, two leaves originate in opposite direction. Per node, two leaves originate in opposite direction. Then tell me the difference. What to write now? Two leaves originate in opposite direction. What else to write? Look at the drawing and then tell me. One second, I'll put for the drawing. Right, perpendicular or the plane you should write. Okay, write down. Originate, very correct, very correct. All of you are right. Kirtana right, Abhigna right, and Kirtana, Akshara is right. Dhatri, ellaru gottide. Okay, good. Write down opposite direction, comma. First nodal leaves and second nodal leaves are produced in. Very good. First nodal leaves and second nodal leaves are produced in perpendicular plane. Very good. Correct. First nodal, Jitesh, you are right. First nodal and second nodal leaves are produced in perpendicular plane. perpendicular plane. Next one, third one. Sorry, example you have written calotropis. There you have written guava, right? Calotropis andre ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು? ಎಕ್ಕದ ಗಿಡ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? ಎಕ್ಕದ ಗಿಡ. Have you seen calotropis plant? Yes, no ma'am. Who is no ma'am? Somebody saying no ma'am. Akshara. You should start seeing the plants now on. Okay. Sumar sarti ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Toshita, yes ma'am. Most of them are saying yes ma'am. Only she has not seen. Akshara, see, I'll give you a description, you'll understand. The leaves again will produce milky latex and its flowers are used in Ganapati Puja. ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಾಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಲೆವೆಂಡರ್ ಕಲರ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪೂಜಾ ಗಣೇಶ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಇರ್ತದೆ ದ ಬಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫನ್ ಟು ಪಾಪ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಣೋ ಜಿತೇಶ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಹೇರಿ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಏರ್ Jitesh is right. Jitesh, I think you have very much played with these plants and all earlier when you were a kid. Good. Here we used to do. Adra fruits open madidre. Okay, same here. Napita, it's good. We used to also run around, and its fruits used to open, pop, and release those hairy things, seeds in the air. Good. So it should be there. You should know the plants by not remembering. Chanvasappa is not to remember or memorize. You should see them, then you will always remember them. Nurain, you have not seen, huh? Okay. That's what these people are describing, no? That you remember. Bring sample, ma'am. College start and I cannot go search now because of the COVID. I am not going outside. Okay, ma'am. Then Nurain. Means you will see Antana. We can see the plants there. Yeah, I don't want to go. Earlier and all, I used to bring those plants to the college or sometimes. Our students used to bring, not me. Whenever I used to say, they used to get into the classes. Every time this used to be their homework. Whatever I was told, they had to collect the plants and bring to the class. This is how we used to do. You can ask your seniors. Daily they used to bring 1, 6, 7 flowers and plants and all. We will also see later. Yeah, when we start the college, we will do that. Okay, ma'am, is it useful to remove the thorn if it struck our leg? Arey, adralle thorn iralla kano. Kirtana, there is no thorn in that. I love them a lot. You should also love the plants. Nurain, not only me, everybody should love the plants. Because they are the ultimate source for everything for us. Okay. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಥಾರ್ನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಚ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಚುಚ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಸಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಮುರಿಲಾರ್ದಂಗೆ ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಿಲೋಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಿಲೋಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಿಲೋಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು See, plants and why you should love. First thing, why you should like or love the plants. Bunch of leaves. Okay, very good. Right down. In this, more than 2 leaves originate per node. More than 2 leaves originate per node. 3 ನೇ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಲ್ಲ 4 ಇರಬಹುದು 5 ಇರಬಹುದು ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು more than 2 leaves anta barkodi. More than 2 leaves originate per node. In a bunch. Thus the name whorled. In a bunch, thus the name whorled. Whorled anta bunch anta. Whorled phyllotaxy. Whorled. Right? Finished? Example, Nerium. Nerium ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ. ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು. ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ. ರೈಟ್? ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕನ್ನಡ? ನೀರಿಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು. ಕಣಗಿಲೆ. ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ? ಓದಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಕನ್ನಡ? ಎಸ್. ನಪಿತಾ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ನಾ? ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಹೂವು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಪಿಂಕ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಯು ನೋ ಕನ್ನಡ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ನೆನಪಾಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ನೆನಪೇ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾಟ್ ನೀಟ್. ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೀರಿಯಂ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಣಗಿಲೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾನ್ಯತೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಗೋವಾದ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹೆಸರೇನೋ? ಸೀಬೆಕಾಯಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಕದ ಗಿಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನೌ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಥೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, now we'll move on to the next type. That's about the arrangement of veins and veinlets. We call this as venation. Venation is the process of arrangement, not process, the arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf lamina is called as venation. So first type, we write it under the heading reticulate venation. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಟಿಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ವೆನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಲೀವ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ತರ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ ಲೀಫ್ ಇದು, ರೈಟ್? ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಫ್. ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಲೀಫ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಬೇಡ. ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದು ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಬೆನಿಯನ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಳೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ರಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. So I'll draw that banyan leaf. Banyan leaf ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಇದೆ. ಬ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟಿಪ್ಪಲ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಇದು ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ನೈಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲದು, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಶೋ ದ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕಟ್ ಥಿನ್ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ತರನೇ ಬರಿಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. He should form the network. Okay, so are you able to observe like this? One half of the leaf at least you should show the network. This is called as the network like venation, or what we call it, reticulate venation. Okay, this is reticulate venation. This is seen in the plant banyan or people. Then second ಬಂದು parallel venation. Parallel venation ಚಿತ್ರ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ತೋರಿಸೋಣ. There is a central midrib, thick one midrib ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಇದು midrib ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟು midrib. Then leaf will be of this shape. You can identify what leaf I am drawing now. It's easy to identify. like this, and have veins and veinlets which run parallel to each other. ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇವು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು, ರೈಟ್? ಇದೇನು ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, ಬಟ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಾರಿ. ಮೇಜರ್ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ತಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಮೈನರ್ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ತಿನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ವೇನ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಥಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. See the difference. I'm showing the major veins little darker. The major vein which is darker. Minor veins are light. But they should be parallel, though, where they should meet and form a network. Getting this? This is called as the parallel venation. See shape ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೇಜರ್ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. This is a midrib. Midrib we should be darkened. Okay, this is the midrib. Idradu is midrib idu. These are the veins. Thick ones are veins. Veins, and the network is formed here. It is the venation. Veinlets. Veinlets. Here also we will draw veins and veinlets. Drawing ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. Okay, so veins are the major ones. Whatever I am drawing a little bit darker ones, this is the vein. These are the veinlets. Okay, this is the example. Second one, parallel venation. Example is banana. Okay, this is a 2-mark question or 5-mark question to draw, label and explain. Banana. All of you are written banana, banana, banana. Okay. Right heading venation. I cannot understand Kannada. I don't know other thing than Kannada. I should only explain you in English, no? If I am explaining in English, no, that only enough for you. No other language I can explain. English is the only language you can write in examination, right? No issues. You will learn English only, na? Is it fine, Rifa? I am explaining English now. No way, I didn't explain in Kannada. Oh my goodness. Did I explain? All of you tell me, did I explain everything in Kannada now? Entire topic of venation Kannada now. Oh my goodness, no way. I never told you. I never told. I explained everything in English. And I added some Kannada thing for the people, those who know little Kannada, it becomes familiar. So don't think that way. Right? I told that arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf lamina, is it English or Kannada? It's English, right? Reticulate venation, they are veins and veinlets forming a network. Is it English? Right. Here veins and veinlets form the parallel arrangement without forming the network. It is parallel venation. Where is Kannada? Kannada, I explained them to make them understand. It becomes more familiar because that is their own language. Right? If at all you don't know it also, try to understand. I am explaining in English properly, Rifa. Understand this. Don't say this way that everywhere madam will talk Kannada. No, I am talking Kannada to all of our students who can understand. I am talking English because I am doing it whole chapter, whole unit. I am doing all my subject and all in English only. I have to do it. You have to write it. But if you don't know, I told the Kannada students you can write in Kannada also a little bit. Right? If you don't know, I have given already English explanation. Rifa, don't say this again. Only examples I have told Banyan people. Banyan people and all is in English only, na? Banana you know, I think. Examples I had to give in Kannada, some of them, because to make you understand. Okay, so never ever make such statements, because even I don't do such statements, because these are all controversial statements. Okay. Making the name of the plant in normal our own language is always better. So I will give them alternate Kannada names also. I don't know Hindi, I cannot tell you in Hindi what is that called, right? Therefore, I can tell you in English. The first person who's saying like this, that only in Kannada I'm explaining, my goodness. Okay, draw this. Write the heading venation, first side heading, main heading venation, write down. It is arrangement of veins and veillets on the leaf lamina. It is arrangement of veins and veillets on the leaf lamina. It's okay, Refa. That's okay. Arrangement of veins and veillets on the leaf lamina. Next paragraph. Veins and veillets are the conducting tissues in the plant. Veins and veillets are the conducting tissues in the plants that provide mechanical support. That provide mechanical support. Okay, written. Next. There are two types of venation. There are two types of venation. First one, reticulate venation. Second one, parallel venation. Reticulate venation and parallel venation. First one, right, reticulate venation. In this, there is a central midrib. There is a central midrib. The veins and veillets form. The veins and veillets form total network in leaf lamina. forming total network. Second one, parallel venation. Parallel venation. It is a type of arrangement of veins and veinlets. It is a type of arrangement of veins and veinlets that run parallel to each other. That run parallel to each other. Example, all monocots. All monocots. Done? For the reticulate, you write all dicots and banyan. Did you finish drawing also? Or you need to draw? Have you finished drawing or you want to draw now? Okay, draw it now. Draw it. Draw it. You draw now. Draw big diagrams, beautiful drawings. Now, how are the veins and millets differentiated in case of grass and coconut leaf? That's also monocot, no, Jitesh? They also have the veins and millets. Differentiate andrenu. The bigger ones are veins, smaller ones are veinlets. Ashtene. Coconut leaf allu each leaf allu hange irutte parallel venation alla. All are monocots. Ma'am, can you send me the link of video because I missed most of the explanation due to power cut. Aitama. Iga continue mado. He will send. Our office person will send you. They run parallel to each other now. They are running, Jitesh. They run parallel to each other. Coconut ali grass ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಲೀಫ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತಾ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಮಧ್ಯ there is central vein. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಎರಡು ತರ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. If they come and merge, it is called the convergent parallel. ಇದು ಡೈವರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬರೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೇಜರ್ ವೇನ್. ಇದು ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮೇಜರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ವಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ವೆನೇಷನ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Observe ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You have to watch. All of them are parallelly showing parallel venation. You wouldn't have drawn, studied it. अरे ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೊನೊಕಾಟ್ಸನೇ ಜಿತೇಶ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಜಿತೇಶ್? They're all monocots only. ಎಲ್ಲ palm plants, ಆಮೇಲೆ coconut plant, and your grass, ಆಮೇಲೆ rice, wheat. All of them are monocots only. They all have parallel venation. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? They'll be like that only. Then done. Okay, all of you have done it. Okay. Now I'll start with the leaf modifications. Okay. These are the regular leaves. Now we have to talk about the modifications of leaves. Okay. So leaf modifications. Okay. So leaves are modified into various things. First is either tendrils or the thorns. Two things I will. First is the tendril or leaves. Leaf tendrils. Okay. First, already I have given you ones. The terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. LA sweet pea plant. Right? Here you get this stalk. Here is this is the stipule actually. Here you will get number of leaves. And the terminal leaflets are modified into thread-like structures. These are the leaf tendrils. This is in terminal leaflets into tendrils. Leaflets into tendrils. Okay. The example, tendril only I written. Example is the pea plant. Okay. Second one is in the plant called smilax. In smilax plant, the leaves are somewhat like this, heart-like. And here the stipules are modified to tendrils. Okay. Stipules are becoming tendrils. So this is second one. Stipules into tendrils, as in smilax. Okay, two of them I given you. Yeah, actually the leaves of the smilax plant, I'll just properly draw it. Leaves will be somewhat like this, with pakka veins and veinlets. Tip will be round with a small pointed end like this. This is in smilax plant. Okay, regarding leaf modifications. Leaves are modified into, you have written both under area. That's okay. Smilax you have not written. Jivika only you have written the tip into tendrils. Smilax where you have written? You have not written. No issues. You write here. You have not written both. Is it not? Where smilax you have written here? Stipulates into tendrils you have written passiflora. Isn't it? There you have written axillary bud into tendril. Here I am talking stipules into tendrils. Okay? Right heading leaf modifications. Leaves are modified into tendrils or spines for mechanical support and protection. And protection. Okay. Leaves are modified into tendrils or spines for mechanical support or for protection. First one, tendrils. First one, tendrils. I repeated. First one, tendrils. Number one, you write. In pea plants, terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. In pea plants, terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. Second one, in smilax, stipules are modified into tendrils. In smilax, stipules are modified into tendrils. Draw both, no issues. Because again in the main examination, you will be writing something I written it in the stem, you have to refer. Right? Better you draw both of them. Drawn? Okay, finish drawing today. Okay, draw it. It will be time up. 58 is almost. So after that, we need not again continue. Just to finish drawing. Is it done? All other students? So many already have exited. Oh my goodness. Then how do they draw? I don't understand. Okay, fine then. So that's all for the today's class. Again, tomorrow we'll continue, finish off leaf, then start off with the inflorescence. Ravi Surya, what is he writing? Dot dots. You enjoyed all. Very good, Nurayan. Every day you should enjoy. Okay, I'm waiting, Srishti. I'm waiting. Miss Ma'am. What is Miss Ma'am? Ravi Surya. I'm Miss or Ma'am antara em artha? Miss Biology antana. It's okay. It's okay. By Miss, by Ma'am anta bardiddare. Okay, ma'am, you are drawing. Okay, I'm drawing. You are drawing. We have wait. Sri Raksha, I'm waiting. Pooja, thank you. Ankansh, thank you. Those who are writing, I'm still waiting. Once you finish, you please let me know. Those who are drawing, no, for them I'm waiting. Sri Raksha, I'm waiting for you to finish drawing. Once you finish, you tell me. You really enjoyed this class, huh? Very good. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Abhigya, you too. See, with the distance only, we are all having so much of affection. That's good. You too, dear Narayan. Have a nice day. Thank you. You too. Take care. Where is that girl, Sri Raksha? Done or not? Done, huh? Okay, all of you are done then. See you. Bye bye. Have a great day. Nice to meet you all. See you. Bye.